Hey, Mike.
Hey, Flynn, we got it figured out.
Yeah, yeah, we're good. So,
Excellent. So, Ruby's Gator Classic and Madness on Mosher.
yes, sir. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's been hot here. It's going to be two very hot days on Saturday and Sunday. Um, it will be good. Their Phantom Lake hasn't hardly seen a fisherman, I'm told, this year so far. It You could see some big ones coming out of there,
Hmm, that's
but
going to be spectacular. And
and
I see from your post you have a kayak you're giving away.
That just came up. That just came up. Sportsmen and Rubies came to the plate. Old Town and Rubies came to the plate, and I put out there it's an atomic orange Sportsman and pedal kayak ready to go. I'm not assembling it. I'll let the new owner assemble it.
Yeah, no, that's good. Oh, there we got some people tuning in already. Gord, I see Gord's on, so he must be resting now from his worldly travels from Manitoba.
He's in a bed today, I think, not a truck.
Yeah. Well,
So,
that's good. About
yeah.
time he sleeps in a bed.
Exactly.
Um,
So. Mhm.
one thing I know you and I were chatting. Anybody that's coming from out of province.
That's right. We're going to have a wash station there for your kayaks, right at Phantom Lake before you head into the water. So you're not going to chase anybody down looking for it. It'll be right there. Takes 2 or 3 minutes to do it. We'll wipe out inside if it's wet, and just precaution. Just a precaution for everybody. The zebra mussels is that's what everybody's looking for right now.
Yeah, no, and absolutely, that's it's great. And for anybody that's wondering if you've got any concerns or anything, what we've got that you'll be getting your boat sprayed down with, it's a mixture of water and Quat Plus. It's the exact same thing as they use at all of the inspection stations around Alberta here.
Mhm.
That's where we actually got told to use this stuff from was them. So it's really just an industrial strength disinfectant almost. Like it's made by a company called Dustbane. So a lot of cleaning, a lot of anybody that's been involved in cleaning is going to know who they are. And yeah, it's totally safe. It won't harm your kayak, won't wreck anything, and yeah, it'll just help prevent the spread of those invasive species.
That's right. Yeah. I see Trevor, he wants his is all clean and that. I'll book him in for a cleaning time of 11:30 in the morning. So that he's right.
I think Trevor should get 145,
That's right.
15 minutes before the derby's up.
That's right. So the Gator Classic goes from 6 a.m. till 2 o'clock. And the reason is that it's Trout Festival going on in town. So Main Street has got a lot of things going on. There's a car show, a few things like that. For the people that lose a little bit of gear at Ruby's Gator Classic, Ruby's Outdoors is you're driving right by it. It will be open if you need to stock up on some stuff for Madness on Mosher.
Excellent.
You know,
So what are they fishing for fish out on Ruby's there?
Ruby's Gator Classic is pike. You are looking to measure three of your biggest pike you catch. Total length, there is no minimum length. So if when you get those two big ones and you can't catch a 25-inch, you can submit that 20-inch that will put you over the top.
Perfect. No, and that's great. Um, for anybody that's having troubles with the big fish, if you get a big fish, you need a hand. Once you've got it netted, you need a hand. Reach out to one of the other anglers on the water. They'll
For
come
sure.
over. They'll give you a hand holding it down, or they'll stand up in their kayak and take a picture of you. Give them your phone, but the fish has to be in your boat to take the picture. Other than that, you can absolutely have help.
That's right. Yeah.
Will Ruby's be open after the Derby to get bait for Mosher?
Rubies carries so much bait, minnows, shiners, um, Tullaby, Cisco's, worms, leeches for people that are wanting to touch them. That's not something I like. Uh,
Blood sucking little buggers.
yeah, there'll be lots of bait there. And if by chance um, you happen to miss it, I got a freezer full at my house too, so we can fix you up.
Perfect. Just trying to think. There was a couple other things I just kind of wanted to mention as well. You've got to have a board with a hard back. So if this is your first derby, you've got to have that board with a 90-degree on it. If it is a homemade board, be aware that you've got to be there early and get Flynn to look at it with a tape measure to make sure.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we kind of rely on the boards that Ruby's graciously donated, because they're great. We know that they're bang on, and same as a lot of the store-bought ones as well. So,
Exactly.
yeah, Rubies, that's your go-to.
Yeah, thank you. The derby ends at 2:00. Cell phone service is a little weak out there, so you got a couple hours after the derby to submit your fish. You got till 4:00 Manitoba time. That is, the derby starts 6:00 Manitoba time. Okay, so we're right on the border of Saskatchewan and Manitoba, but they run on Manitoba time. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, and with that, because with the service, Flynn will be at the launch. You have to be off the water for 2:00. So just make sure that you're not fishing until 2 and then coming in, because if you haven't checked in by 2:00, your fish will not be counted.
That's right. Phantom Lake, where we launch, it looks like it's a long tube, about the half a kilometer wide, but then it opens up and there is arms and there's bays and it's quite expansive. You got a lot of area to fish, and you could find some good ones.
No, absolutely. So yeah, and like Flynn said, with the derby going till 2, you guys have lots of time to get your boats in, get your fish submitted, and check Rubies out. Go buy yourself some new toys.
Yeah.
If you don't follow Rubies on Facebook, follow Rubies on Facebook, because there's always great posts up there about all the gear. Kind of makes a lot of us that don't live close kind of jealous at some of the stuff that's stocked there that we cannot buy down here at all.
Right. Yeah, you're right. The one thing that was just mentioned to me was if by chance you come off early at 12:00 or so, I am fishing the derby. Can you go by Ruby's, the store, and let them know that you're off the water? I'll have my phone number there and give it to everybody, but just in case you don't get a hold of me, since Phantom is so expensive, you know, I want to make sure everybody's off.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's for everybody's safety to know everybody's off the water. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna look and see. I don't think there was anything else really in the Rubies event.
No, the one last thing is that the awards for Ruby's Gator Classic will be done after the Madness on Mosher Derby. So, and before the Madness Awards are given out, we'll do the Ruby's Gator Classic, then we'll do the Madness on Mosher Awards.
Derek, if we aren't close to another kayak angler, but close to a power boat, are we able to ask powerboat operator snap pictures or help holding the fish? No, unfortunately, you're not. With this, we can't. With these derbies, you can't have any interaction with anybody in a powerboat, just because then people will start to question if you've had somebody helping you get around the lake, mothershipping, that kind of stuff. So if you want help, it's got to be from another kayak angler.
Yeah. You know, Derek, odds are there's not going to be another boat on that lake other than kayaks. It does not get fished much.
Yeah, other than that, I'm just looking through barbless hooks, everybody. So that is our rule. Doesn't matter what provinces we go to if they allow barbed hooks. our tournament trail does not allow barbless, or doesn't allow barbed. It's got to all be barbless. Make sure you've got your Saskatchewan fishing license for anybody coming from out of province.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. As Flynn said, 3 fish, your best 3. So a lot of guys, and I'm just going to say this, it works, and I do it too for anybody that's fishing. You snap your pictures of your fish, go back, look at your pictures. When you're happy with the picture that you've got, have your fish sitting in the net. Don't release it. Put it back in the net. Sit on your net handle. That'll allow you to make sure you've got that picture. But once you've released that fish, take a screenshot of the time on your phone, or a picture of your watch if you wear one, or a picture of your sonar, just so that you can see where the different fish are. Just because you might end up hooking into 2 that are the exact same length, it just makes it easier for you to know, oh, that's not a different fish, and you don't accidentally delete a fish that could have scored, but you thought it was a different one. So once you've got that picture you want of that fish, do a screenshot, take a picture of your kayak, take a picture of your foot, of your angler tag, anything, just so that you've got a divider between your fish photos. It really does help.
It does help. It does help.
Yeah. So again, we've said it before. If you've got a fish that dies, lines up out of the water, get that fish back to the shore, and
we'll have somebody receive it. Last year we gave it to the conservation officer. They gave it to a family. It worked out well. And I think that was the only fish from last year.
Yeah, there was only the one that died last year. Yeah. So just make sure that if you do get one, you reel your lines in until you can't fish while you've got that dead fish. Corwin, hello from a New Jersey guy fishing in BC. Happen to see this pop up. Well, welcome, Corwin.
Yes.
You should be making your way right now to the Creighton area and go fish these derbies. Other than that, that's kind of our rubies.
Yep, that's right.
Mosher the next morning.
So just the one that most people are staying at Overland Lodge. So the Overland Lodge distance to Phantom is probably 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. So if you give that your time, I will be at the Phantom Lake launch at 5, quarter after 5. Okay.
Corwin, I'm pretty sure you can rent a kayak up at Rubi's or Overland.
We got lots.
Mosher, what are you fishing for at Mosher?
We are fishing for your 3 total length of pike and 2 total length of walleye. No minimum length. But you shouldn't have an issue with finding some good ones here either, especially walleye. There was a lot of big walleye caught last year.
There's been lots of great fish caught up there everywhere.
Yeah. So, Madness on Mosher, it starts at 6 and goes till 5, the regular derby times. And it's going to be hot that day. So, yeah, we'll have to fix you up with some drinks on that water probably or something.
Yeah, make sure everybody, if you're going, stop in at a store, buy yourself a case of water and have it sitting there. You're going to want water, definitely.
Exactly.
Again, the barbless hooks as well. Is there any bait bans or anything you can't use you're just no live bait?
Just no live bait. You can use anything you want to use.
Yeah, and for people, and we've had that question before, leech and worms do not classify as live bait. When they talk about live bait, it's live bait fish.